In this video we're gonna make this eagle animation as well. If it will chase if we get attack radius. Okay, if you haven't watched the first video, I have link in the description. You can go and check that out, and it will go and stop in certain radius. Okay, so without further delay, let's dive into this topic. If I open up the script once again, as you can see, physics 2d dot overlap circle over here, you can see this function. Okay, this function takes, this function takes from where you want to create the circle. Okay, and you have to specify the radius as a second argument, and the third argument, it will take the layer, which layer you want to target. Okay, as a layer we have assigned it player layer. Okay, and this function over here will be true or false. Okay, if the player comes in this attack radius, so this function will be true. Okay, this function will be true, so the hit over here, as you can see, it will be true. If it's true, so what we are doing, we are setting current position. Okay, we transform dot position means the current position, and we are setting equal to vector 2 dot move towards. This functions takes the three arguments. First, it will take the current position, and second, it will take the target position where you want to go, and the third argument, it will take the speed. Okay, how much fast it will go. Okay, so the target position we have passed, as you can see, player dot position. Okay, and we have as a given third argument speed parameter, as you can see. So if hit is true, then it will execute, else it will not execute. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna check if hits true means the player in attack radius. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna check vector 2. Okay, vector 2 dot distance. Okay, vector 2 dot distance, and so the vector 2 dot distance will take two vectors or two position. Okay, so we're gonna check between our eagle position. So transform dot position means over here the eagle position, and we're gonna check. Okay, and we're gonna pass second, we're gonna pass the player position. We're gonna check between these two position. Okay, we're gonna check distance between these two position, our eagle position and player position. Okay, and if it's okay, if it's greater than you need to make this float. Okay, we're gonna make it public. So public, write public float, and call this retrieve distance. Okay, sorry, retrieve distance. Okay, by default I set two unit, as you can see, 2f. So make this and make it public. Okay, so we can adjust in the inspector, that's why. So if between if our eagle position and the player position, okay, if it's greater than retrieve distance, then we're gonna do this. Okay, okay, we're gonna do this. So control X for cut, control V for paste. Okay, so what we are doing over here, we just checking. Okay, so as we know, if the player is this in attack radius, so this function hit, this function will be true, so the hit over here will be true. And if hits true means the player in attack radius, so what we are doing, we are checking between two position. Okay, our eagle position and player position. Okay, vector 2 dot distance take two vectors. Okay, and it's gonna compare. Okay, if these two position, okay, our eagle position and player position. Okay, eagle position and player position, if it's greater than, we're gonna say, if it's greater than retrieve distance. By default we set it 2. Let's suppose retrieve distance is let's suppose a retrieve distance is it's not greater than, okay, it's lesser than. Okay, if so, if the position, our eagle position and player position, if it's lesser than this retrieve distance, so this line won't get call. Okay, we are checking between two vectors. Okay, our eagle position and player position, we are setting if it's this if it's distance between is greater than retrieve distance. Okay, so retrieve distance by default we set 2 unit, as you can see as you can see. So if it's greater than, then it will move towards our towards player. Okay, so as a target position, we have passed the player dot position, as you can see, and the speed parameter, as you can see. So if it's greater than if our eagle position and player position, okay, if distance between is greater than retrieve distance, then it will move towards our player. As you can see, we are setting transform dot position equal to, basically transform dot position means the current position, and we are using this vector2 dot move towards function. Okay, and vector2 dot move towards function will take first argument the current position, and it will take the target position where you want to go, and the third argument it will take the speed. Okay, how much fast you want to go, okay, to that target position. I hope you get the idea. Control S on your keyboard, okay, and head over to Unity. You will able to see when the eagle and player, okay, a player gets near 2 unit, okay, so it will stop moving towards player or the target position. The eagle will stop moving to the player. Okay, stop, it will stop chasing the player. Okay, so if I select the player sorry, if I select the eagle, okay, I'm gonna drag it to the top so we can see it in the hierarchy. Okay, as you can see, we have retrieved distance. By default we set 2 unit. So if I now play, so if our eagle position and our player position, if distance between these two position, okay, if it's greater than retrieve distance, then it will it will chase the player, else it will not chase the player. Okay, if the distance between something like not greater than or lesser than 2, so it not will not chase. So if I go over to, as you can see, it will stop moving at certain position. As you can see, it's just checking our eagle position and player position. If the vector2 dot distance between over here, as you can see, this function, okay, this function vector2 dot distance, it's checking. Okay, if the eagle position transform dot position means over here our eagle position, and player dot position means over here the player position, and if it's greater than if the distance between, okay, greater than retrieve distance, then we are just printing calling this line, okay, transform dot position. So it will chase, else it will not chase. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. And we also need to make, if I move, as you can see, he just stop moving at it's just taking between distance to unit. If it's greater than, then he just, else he not gonna chase the player. Okay, and what we need to do, we also need to do make the animation. Okay, we also need to make the animation. To make the animation, select the eagle, okay, and go to eagle sprites. So select all of the sprites, okay, by holding down shift on your keyboard, and left mouse button, and drag it onto the eagle. Okay, drag it onto the eagle, and we're gonna we have assets folder, and we have created this animation folder. So we're gonna place this animation as well into this animation folder. Okay, if you haven't created the animation folder, just go to assets and right click, create folder, name that folder to animation. Okay, so it will so that it will organize. So what are we gonna make, we're gonna make this eagle something like that. Okay, eagle. So eagle, so if I go to animation tab, and if I play the animation, select the eagle and play the animation, as you can see, it's flying. Okay, it's flying. So what we're gonna do, so I hope you get the idea what we are doing. Okay, in the next video we will cover up the attack. Okay, attack, or it will shoot fireball something like that. Okay, from his peak or beak. Okay, so we're gonna make a attack point. From that point it will shoot out some fireballs like that. Okay, I hope you get the idea. And lastly, and if you are new to my channel, then subscribe it for future tutorials. Okay, and if you enjoyed this video, then share it with your friends as well and like this video. Okay, and if you want to support me, you can support me on patreon.com. And lastly, thanks for watching this video. Okay, good.